I'm Evelyn Reyes with Boston Latino TV, and today we're at the Charles J. Beard II Media Center, the new location for BNN.
I want to thank you all for joining us today to be part of this historic moment, the official opening of the Boston Neighborhood Network, Charles J. Beard II Media Center. Today you'll have a chance to tour our new facility, learn a little bit about the history of this magnificent building, see some of the work we do here at BNN, and celebrate our success.
As a continuation of the events surrounding the ribbon cutting of the new Beard Center, we are here with William Murrell, the digital media coordinator for BNN. William, how are you today?
I'm very good, thank you.
You enjoying the festivities?
Terrific event, terrific for the community as well.
Now, I understand through the grapevine that you were the one that gave our executive producer, Digna Herena, the idea to take our show to YouTube. How do you think that YouTube helps public access TV shows?
I think it lowers the resistance of getting your work out, and it's just a plus. It's a great compliment. There's so many things you can do in the studio and in a facility like this that make a work that you put on YouTube even better.
And do you have any other great ideas for us?
I will email you. I'll think of some.
Thanks for your time today, William.
Thank you.
For 25 years, BNN has provided people in every Boston neighborhood with resources to share their own vision on 2 community cable channels. But we've had our ups and downs. One hurdle we've had to overcome was space. For many years we searched for the right building to call home, but nothing worked out. When we found this building and formed a partnership with Urban Edge, things began to fall into place. Who could have imagined that we would end up with this magnificent, historic, green building in the geographic center of the city? It's been a challenge to pull this together, but like this building with its 18-inch thick walls, we've had solid support from the community, corporate funders, state and city government, our elected officials, our Eggleston neighbors and members, and collaborating organizations, and many, many more. But no one has done more to make this project a reality than our mayor, Mayor Thomas M. Menino.
It's really great to be here this afternoon at Eggleston Square with Vivian and James. To cut the ribbons on BNN Charles J. Beard Media Center. And James, your father was a rock of the community. He was one of the real guys who made it happen. He might have been a great lawyer, but I really believe that he was a better community guy. He cared about what went on in Roxbury, and those days were different days than they are today.
This is an extraordinary edifice dedicated in the name of an extraordinary man, my late husband, Charlie Beard. And those of you who know Charlie know that he was a very humble guy. But if he were alive today, he would be here looking out on all of you and be so happy that you showed up. Not to come and to honor him, but it would have been an opportunity for him to honor you.
What prompted the move to get this new center, and how did that come about?
Well, we talked about it for all those years, and we explored different facilities, but it wasn't until a few years ago that Curtis Henderson, our executive director, and some other folks found this place that used to be owned by the MBTA. It was the power station generating power for the old Orange line that ran up and down.
The elevated, yes.
Right.
I remember that.
And I remember it really well, too, because I grew up in West Roxbury, which is kind of, especially Boston even more so then than now, was a city of very isolated and separated communities, and West Roxbury was quite a homogenized white middle class community, and that's where I grew up, and that's the people that I knew, but the Orange Line was really my entry to the broader world and the broader city. So it was really, it just feels wonderful to be here. And so anyways, the MBTA, when they moved the Orange Line in '86, this building sat vacant, and it's a tremendous building, the architecture of it and everything. But it became increasingly an eyesore in the middle of this great community that has been struggling to revitalize itself for many years, and with great success. There's been, especially with Urban Edge nonprofit development corporation that we partnered with to really make this project work.
So this new facility has a lot of equipment that the other studios didn't have. Tell us a little bit about what this studio has to offer that the others didn't.
Well, let's see. Everything is now in one place.
That's very convenient.
It is, and so our TV studios are both in one location. Our multimedia center, our edit rooms, our digital camcorders and editing. So it's much easier for somebody to come and get training in one thing and meet other people, and then eventually branch out and incorporate all of the resources that we have.
I understand you also have classes for people here. What type of classes do you have here?
We have classes in digital field production and editing and studio production, and I want to encourage everybody to go to our website and find out more details about that at bnntv.org. And another thing about the digital server is, in a way, Boston Latino is really leading the way for sort of setting an example, getting out in front of something that we are trying to do, because BNN is here because of an agreement between the City of Boston and the cable company that is funding this nonprofit organization to provide access to these resources to the people of Boston. And the programs have always gone out on cable television, and that's a great audience. That's 80% of Boston households are watching BNN and can watch BNN. But now with the new technology, we want people outside of Boston. We want non-cable subscribers to be able to watch the programming, just as you can now watch Boston Latino on the web, or at least portions of the programs. That's something that we want to make possible for all of the...
Earlier you mentioned access and possibilities, and one of the reasons that Boston Latino TV is on the air today is because of BNN, and we are celebrating our 5th year anniversary this year with an event called the Access Awards, and BNN has given us access to the community and to its facility and to its cameras, its editing equipment and everything. I can't list how many things you guys have given us access to. And as you may know, you are one of the honorees. BNN is one of our honorees at our event that's going to be held on May 29th. So we'd like to thank you publicly for giving us access.
Well, and thank you for coming here and doing the great work that you do, and I look forward very much to that event.
Thank you so much for your time, Jim.
Thank you, Evelyn.